Yeah! MV free! MV free! Hi, cats. This feels like a championship game. And it feels like a championship game because I don't think any of us as Indiana Fever fans could have ever expected that they would be in this situation. This is the first time in 10 years that the Fever have made it to the second round of the playoffs. This is the first time that they have won a first round playoff series in 10 years, you guys.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, thought the Indiana Fever would be here. Against the odds, with their superstar Caitlin Clark sidelined, this team clawed their way into the playoffs and just shocked the Atlanta Dream in a win-or-go-home battle. This wasn't just a victory, it was a statement.
As the Indiana Fever come back late in the fourth quarter and defeat the Atlanta Dream, we are moving on to the semifinals. We are either facing the Aces or the Storm.
Game 3 had everything. Lead changes, clutch buckets, and nerves so tight you could feel them through the screen. With less than 10 seconds left, the Fever clung to a slim lead. The Dream had one last chance, but Indiana slammed the door shut in the most dramatic way possible. Aliyah Boston, calm, fearless, unstoppable. With 7 seconds on the clock, she powered her way to the rim for the go-ahead bucket. And just when Atlanta tried to respond, Lexie Hull stole the inbound pass, ripping away the Dream's season and locking in Indiana's miracle run.
Lexie Hull, game-winning steal. That's Lexie for you. That's Lexie for you. And her arch nemesis is Ryan Howard, so I know it felt extra good that she was able to do that. I know that already. I know that. Aliyah Boston was playing. Come on, man. Let's stop playing. Aliyah Boston, 14 points. Natasha Howard, 12 points. Odyssey Sims, 16 points. Kelsey Mitchell, you ball hogging son of a bitch. You pulled it off.
You can't tell this story without Kelsey Mitchell. The veteran guard lit it up all series, dropping a game-high 24 points in the closer. Every time Indiana needed momentum, she was there, hitting shots that silenced the Atlanta crowd and kept her team alive.
Odyssey Sims passed the ball when she needed to. Natasha Howard in double digits. Lexie Hull showing up to the party. Money Mitch, oh good. It was Money Mitch. Money Mitch did come through for us. Shout out to the Indiana Fever.
Boston wasn't just clutch in the final seconds. She dominated the paint all night. Rebounds, defense, sheer presence. She made Atlanta uncomfortable every possession, proving once again why she's the cornerstone of Indiana's future.
Indiana electing not to call a timeout. Boston almost gave it away. Into Boston for the lead. She hits it. Indiana goes up.
Oh, right here. Aliyah Boston shoving Bree Jones to the ground after they got tangled up. This is the aggression we wanted to see all year from Aliyah Boston. Look at this right here.
Mitchell, a little bit too strong.
I mean, she's let these females beat on her all season long.
This wasn't just about stars. Role players stepped up in huge ways, from hustle plays to defensive stops to critical rebounds. The Fever's bench may not have filled the box score, but they brought the energy that tipped this series.
Lexie 10, Brianna 2, KK 2, Shea Petty 3, Aerial Powers 4. Everybody scored. Everybody scored.
Remember, this series almost ended early. After losing Game 1, Indiana came out swinging in Game 2, locking down the Dream in a suffocating defensive effort, winning by double digits and forcing the decider. That performance flipped the entire series.
They steal the win. Aliyah Boston with the game winner. Kelsey Mitchell, brilliant again. Lexie Hull with the big steal late. And then their high-profile, players from the bench cheering them on in Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark and company. But it's just the story of the Fever season, a season that now continues into the second round of the WNBA playoffs. Every single time you think you can count this team out, they get that shoulder up off of the mat.
Supporters, well, the Indiana Fever did it. They pulled off the impossible. They did the impossible. They went out there, and now Indiana Fever, the season is not over. The season is not over.
Head coach Stephanie White deserves massive credit. She tightened rotations, drew up clutch sets, and trusted her veterans in the biggest moments. Coaching in the playoffs is about adjustments, and she flat out outsmarted Atlanta.
Being a menace and all of that. And the one thing I really like about the Fever this year is that it's not a case anymore of, and this is the one thing I'll give credit for. The one thing I'll always give Stephanie White credit for.
Defense. That's what carried Indiana. Contesting every shot, battling for loose balls, and forcing turnovers that turned into transition points. In a 2-point elimination game, those little things made all the difference.
Lexie, final play of the game, right here. The ball came in. Lexie steals it. Out to Aliyah, over to Odyssey Sims. They did get a foul. There was 1.2 left, but basically it was over, and the girls are losing their minds.
Here's the wildest part. The Fever did all this without Caitlin Clark. Their rookie superstar has been out, leaving a massive hole in scoring and leadership. But instead of folding, this team grew tougher. They discovered new ways to win, and that growth is why they're still alive.
Unfortunately, I don't think Caitlin Clark's coming back. I sure wish she was. Again, like I said earlier, this is a hell of an opportunity. A chance to possibly win a title. I don't think they can do it without her ultimately, but they certainly made it past the opening round.
This wasn't just a game. This was Indiana's first playoff series win in nearly a decade. A franchise once overlooked suddenly feels alive again. For fans who've waited years, this is more than basketball, it's redemption.
Quarter by quarter, the Fever came out on a heater. 29 points in the first quarter, Atlanta Dream 27 points. We took a step back in the second quarter, getting outscored by 9. Third quarter, 20-17 in the Fever's favor. And then in the fourth quarter, we slow it down, we grind it out, murky waters, foul trouble, but we won this game.
Tactically, Indiana dared Atlanta to beat them in the paint, then collapsed defensively to shut it down. On offense, they attacked mismatches, used screens to free Mitchell, and never stopped pounding inside with Boston. It was simple, smart, and ruthless.
Back-to-back plays that sealed the deal. Odyssey Sims pumped. Aliyah Boston, you wouldn't even know that she hit the game winner. Caitlin Clark's pumped. Stephanie White pumped. Ariel Powers pumped. Charisma Kelly.
As the Fever move forward, keep your eyes on the supporting cast. Lexie Hull's hustle, Kelsey Mitchell's shot-making, and Aliyah Boston's inside dominance will be the X factors. This isn't a one-star team anymore. It's a unit that believes.
If we'll see it again, a team like this, like the Indiana Fever, absolutely managed to pull it out in a game that looked like the Atlanta Dream were in control for the entirety of it.
This one hit differently. You could see it in the players' faces, the crowd's eruption, the pure joy of proving doubters wrong. For a team that's battled injuries, criticism, and endless questions, this moment was validation, proof they belong on the big stage. The Indiana Fever are officially the playoff dark horse. They've shocked Atlanta, silenced the critics, and announced themselves to the league. The question now, just how far can this team go? Let me know your take in the comments. Hit that like button if you love this comeback story, and get ready, because Indiana Fever basketball just got real.